Hi guys! Okay, so I've always loved vampires, so when it came time for Halloween, I knew I had to make one. I know that vampires can be a little overplayed, especially since Monster High already has a vampire, but I decided to be pretty self-indulgent on this one. Of course, I'm starting out with a Draculaura, but I've always had a few issues with this design. Her face is adorable, of course, and I like her lips, but the placement of the teeth has always bothered me. I know you want to see her fangs to set her apart as a vampire and not some sort of pointy-eared elf, but these teeth make no sense. She'd have to have some really weird, terrifying overbite to have her fangs on the outside of her lips when her mouth is closed. So, yeah, let's just fix that. I've never done a mouth mod before, and honestly, this month has been a little crazy for me. I've got a few surprises coming down the line for you guys, as well as things in my personal life, so I cheated a little. I have a very talented friend from the Stockbox Discord, link in the description box, who regularly does mouth mods. I asked Inix if she would be okay with doing a commission for me in October, and she said yes. She has said that her commissions are on a case-by-case basis since she's pretty busy herself, but I'll add a link to her Instagram in the description box below. Look how cute these little fangs came out! They're so small! You might also notice that Draculaura has some Frankie arms, and for some reason her legs are much paler than the rest of her body, so she'll need to be painted before I can do a face-up. I wanted a super pale vampire anyway, so I don't mind painting her for once. So a quick trip out to the airbrush in the garage, and she's done. Now on to the face-up. I start the same way as usual, using a contour shade on her cheeks and along her jawline, but I'm going for some heavy eye makeup this time, so I'm going to skip the blush altogether, instead going straight in for a bold red eyeshadow with a black gradient. I probably should have sketched out the eye shape before doing the eyeshadow, since I'd originally meant to have a very structured look, but since I was sort of guessing at the shape of the eye, I ended up going with a much more smoky eyeshadow look than I'd originally meant to. Next, I'm sketching in the eyes and drawing on the brows. That's right, no pastel brows this time. I'm jumping right in and just doing it. I've been trying out a new method where I make 3 tiny dots, one where the brows start, one at the arch, and one at the tail, then connect them. And I gotta say, I think this is a much better method for me than putting the pastels on and carving them out with a kneaded eraser. I do like strong, thick eyebrows though, so find whatever method works for you. Next, I fill in the eye whites and start drawing the iris, but I quickly run into a problem with my pencils. For whatever reason, when you paint a vinyl head, it doesn't seem to like taking the pencils after that. I'm not sure why, but it means that I had to switch over to acrylics pretty early on. I'm going for spooky red eyes this time, so I massively water down some red and orange paint, and go over the irises to give them that spark. My painting skills leave quite a bit to be desired if I'm honest, so I'd have preferred to do this with pencil, but, well, what can you do? I have found that a good glossing and a thick layer of lashes will forgive a multitude of sins. For the hair, I'm going to try something new, alpaca hair. I found this half-pound bag online for super cheap since it's not sorted or washed. That's fine, I can wash it. Maybe if I put all the clumps together? Oh, they're different sizes. Okay, I'll just tie them together and wash them. Yeah, or I could not deal with wet, loose hair and just make some yarn wefts. I'll come back to the alpaca hair. For the outfit, I wanted a simple dress with an intricate pattern, so I tracked down this fabric. It's got a raised velvet feature with an intricate design on it, so it's perfect. I'm using these shapes to make it. I'm going for a voluminous ball gown look. For a really full skirt, use 4 of the half circle pieces. Just sew all that up by hand because you're still afraid of your sewing machine. Add some beads around the waist. And there, the dress is finished. I'm going to name her Charlotte Clemmons. I think she came out very dramatic. I love dolls with high contrast color palettes, and of course a vampire is the perfect design for that. The dress is really big and over the top, and the shock of pale blonde hair just adds to the effect. But I can't help but feel like something is missing from the design. I'm not sure what it is, so if you know, please let me know in the comment section. She needs one last thing to really push her over the edge, but I'm not really sure what that is. If you like this video, go ahead and give that like button a click, and don't forget to subscribe for more doll stuff. I put out a new video every other week. You can follow me on Instagram for more behind the scenes stuff and sneak peeks. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now!